Hi everybody. So today I'm going to be making I would call it an essential oil enhanced hand and body lotion, because the hand and body lotion that I sell, Nature Sunshine Products, is unscented, and I love the formula, but I wish it had a nice scent to it. So I've already opened up one of these and dumped it in my bowl. I'm going to open up another one and dump it in. And I had bought this yesterday. I think I went to HomeSense or Home Goods, one of those, and bought this. So eventually I'm going to get this all in this jar so I have a pump, because I don't like to squeeze, I like the pump, and I do want some smell. So I'm going to squeeze. I opened it. So I'm going to squeeze all this in here, and then I've got a whole gamut of essential oils, and I'm going to play a little bit. I'm going to start adding the ones that I want to add, see how it smells, and keep mixing until it kind of has a nice smell. So this is an experiment that you can kind of do with me. And as we're doing this, I want to talk today a little bit about just frustrations, because I've noticed around me, and everybody has their own little circle of people and things happening in their lives, but I've noticed with myself and with some people that I've been in contact with recently that there's frustrations, there's worries, there's what am I even doing in this world? Why am I here? And I think the big answer is you're here kind of like a school to learn to grow emotionally, obviously, right? And I think as we're taught from a young age that we're here, and it's not by our parents usually, it's by society, that you're here to have fun. And one of my teachers calls it fun, fighting, and effing. You're taught to do all those things. And I remember being young and thinking, so this is what life's about: going to bars, getting drunk, sleeping with people. Like, oh, this is it? Ew. I didn't even like it back then. And I remember thinking there's got to be more to life. And as I grew and came in contact with people and started reading and researching, I found out that there's more to life. One of the things that I think, especially in life with the growth and the school that it is learning about who you are and why you're here. Because I don't think I think you can go to school and you can say, well, you can be whatever you want to be. And that's true to an extent, but at the same time, everybody has certain gifts, certain abilities. Who are you really? Why are you really here? And I know for me, I'm here to help people with their health and with mostly health and supplements. And when I'm working, I run a biofeedback device. It's like the world stops. If I have a bad morning, I get on the device with a client and I just feel normal. Whether I'm sick or emotional, I'm just perfect when I'm working with somebody. And that's how you really know you're doing the right thing, is that when the world seems to stop, when you're doing your purpose. So I do think that's probably one of the bigger pieces of my life and the purpose of my life, and I've been doing it for years now. I started with a health food store 30 years ago and I never stopped. So anyhow, so that's what's going on there. And back to this, I know I was talking about frustration, and I think that a lot of the frustration is not knowing who you are, not knowing why you're here. And, it's almost like you got to kind of refocus, rebalance, and pull yourself back, because there's so many distractions. And I'm guilty of this. I've got things going on. I've got people visiting this weekend and next weekend, and that just pulls me away from my purpose and my groundedness. And it starts to make me feel frazzled. So one thing that's going to help today is smelling these essential oils and creating this. I'm also very creative. I've always been creative. So that's part of who I am. So anyhow, I've got 2 containers of hand and body lotion in here, unscented. And then I'm going to add lavender. I don't even know how much. I'm going to play, literally. This is going to be playtime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And sometimes you want to add more than you think. And it said myrrh was really good for the skin. Let's see. I'm just going to put like 2 myrrh, because it doesn't smell great, but I know it's good for the skin. And helichrysum, very expensive oil. It smells really good though. And the reason I have one open, because it's so expensive, is my husband has been struggling with hearing, and so I've been having him put it on the edge of the ear to help hearing, and he really does think it opens up the ear canal and helps him. And it smells so good, helichrysum. I'm going to put 3 of that, and then I'm going to put some sandalwood. Sandalwood is so grounding and so earthy, and it's hard to get it out of the container. So I go like this and kind of warm it up and then it starts to come out eventually. And I'm going to put a few drops of sandalwood in, if I can get it out. But anyhow, back to why are you here? What is your purpose? So there's many ways to find out about who you are. I know a lot of religious beliefs say don't do horoscope and things like that, but I really have studied numerology and horoscopes and all sorts of other information that kind of pinpoints who you are, depending on, I'm putting some drops now, I put about 5. Depending on when you were born, the time you were born, it all means something. And you're thinking, oh, no, that's hula hula. It's even in the Bible. It's in most religious books in some sense. But there's a man, he's a teacher, he calls himself Dr. Will Rogers, and he is amazing. And he does something called your Diakonia report, and you can go to him and look up all his information. But I've been studying with him for years, and he's done my Diakonia report. And it's funny because I read it, and it's like, gosh, it's like I don't even know, 500 or 600 page book. It's a huge book about who you are. And he analyzes everything about you that you could imagine. And I read it and I thought, okay, I'm doing my purpose, because it described me to a T. It really did. And what I'm doing and what I've been doing and who I am. So if you're unsure, you're changing careers, you don't know, especially if you're a young person, to get a Diakonia report, and I'll put the link below to Will Rogers and everything, and to get your report, it might really be helpful, especially if you're really unsure of what you're supposed to be doing. Another oil that I'm going to put in here is rose. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put 3 drops. I love the smell of rose. I just think it's beautiful. And then the last one today that I'm going to put in my hand and body lotion is geranium. And I might say this wrong. I think you say geranium, but I love geranium. 2, 3. It just smells, I don't know. You're going to have to smell it. So all these oils can be purchased through Nature Sunshine, my vitamin company. And I can put the link below to go online and buy them. And I'd love it if you use my link, because I do get credit if you buy them. And I'm here for you, so I can give you advice and help. And so you get that added bonus if you're buying through my link. All right, so now that I've put them in, I'm actually using a little whisk to mix it. It looks like just a whipped cream. And you got to smell it. All right, what does it need? I can smell the rose the most. Oh, it smells really nice. All right, so I think I'm gonna put a little bit more lavender. A couple more lavender. And mix it again, see what I want to smell. All right, let's see. Now I can smell lavender. I'm gonna put a little more geranium. Because geranium's probably my favorite other than lavender. Mix it some more. And then I'll just keep doing that until I get to a smell that I really like. All right, let's see. Oh, that is nice. Now it needs a little more, maybe sandalwood. Yeah, it needs a little more, let's see if it'll come out. It needs a little more grounding now. It's kind of perfumey in a good way. There we go. Got a drop in there of that. And there might be an oil that I'm missing. I think I might want to put some sage in here, because I make that hairspray, and I have a video on hairspray that I made a while back, and sage is one of my favorite things in there too. Oh, that smells good. Should I leave it or should I add sage? Ooh, that's a good question. I think, my smelling here be crisp. One more drop. Okay. Then my last smell, and if I think it needs something, I may add a little bit of sage, which I'll have to do in a minute. And what I want to put it in here, so how am I going to get it in here? You could spoon it in. That would be difficult. So I took one of these little, what are they? You're supposed to make decorations on top with icing on top of cupcakes and cakes. So I'm going to try to spoon it into this and then squeeze it into here. It's just, you got to get innovative when you're doing stuff like this. All right, let's see. Oh, this smells good. I think that's good. I'm going to leave it right here. I think it's perfect. Okay, so stay there. I'm going to get a spoon. Handy dandy spoon. Okay, so I'm going to spoon it in here and then squirt it into there. And I don't even know if it's enough. I might need to do one more. Right, so taking that, just like you would whipped cream or whatever you're doing. Put it right in there. Now, watch this. Hopefully you can see this. So yeah, right in there. That works really well. All right, so that's the way to do it, to get it in there without making a huge mess. So I'll just keep spooning it in here and then squirting it in there. And I've created, that's not going to fill it up either. And I've created some really nice hand lotion. And I have guests coming this weekend, so I think I'm going to just stick it right in the guest room until they're gone, and then I'll probably put it next to my bed. But I think next time what I would do is try to buy a smaller, try to buy a smaller container, because 2 containers of what I opened up today are only filling it about halfway. So yeah, definitely want a smaller container. I'm getting half of it on the counter too, and on me. Yeah, I'm making a little mess. Didn't say this was going to be a neat craft. Smells good though. So anyhow, back to, why are you here? Who are you? What's your purpose? What do you like in life? You know, think about what you really like. What really, you know, kind of gets you excited about life. And I don't mean worldly things like, ooh, I can't wait to make, you know, get drunk, or I can't wait to whatever. That's so temporary, you know. Yeah, okay, it's fun. I was 25 once too. But that can't be your purpose in life. You know, there's got to be other reasons you're here. All right, I think I've pretty much got it all in there. So it filled it this much, which is pretty good. All right, so I've got just a little. So then you take the leftover. Oh, and I smell so nice. It's really kind of strong in the sandalwood area. So I think what I suggest is just playing until you get the smell that you like. So anyhow, that's it for today. I'll put some links below. I'll put the Nature Sunshine link for the essential oils. And ask me any questions about oils, and put any comments below about oils. Oils that you like, oils that you don't like. And then I'll put the link for the lotion on there too. And then I'll put the link for Dr. Will Rogers. He calls himself Master Teacher 33. He's not a Mason, even though the number 33, but he's an amazing, I've never had a teacher in my life. He was a pastor, and he has moved on since, but he still teaches, and he's probably the best teacher I've ever listened to. And there's a lot out there though. But anyhow, your purpose in life, that will be what will really drive you in this life, because I think sometimes we lose track of that and lose sight that we have a purpose here. So hopefully you find your purpose and you make some really nice smelling hand lotion. Have a great day. Take care.